So, today we are going to read a fanfic. Fuck! Stop! Shit! I can see you typing. Hello everyone. So I made my friend Relax, also known as the translator passing by, aka the hiatus man. Oh wait, that's me. So we read a Takamori fanfic that was a bit not safe for work. Here is how it all went down.
Jealousy. I'm heading over now. Kiara texted Callie's number, stepping out onto the dimly lit streets. She was coming from Marine's place where she had stayed the night previous after collaborating for a special stream.
Kiara scrolled back up through their text. She had been sending teasing, joking texts about sharing a bed with her mentor, eating dinner with her, drinking with her, etc. Callie responded to a few of them with K or various emojis, but had stopped all communication a few hours ago.
Oh, dude, she's jealous.
that's the title!
She must be busy today, Kiara thought. But Callie had invited her over to her house to return a game Kiara let her borrow, so here she was anyway.
A few train stops, and some secret Phoenix tricks later, and Kiara was standing outside of Callie's place.
She texted her, "I'm here." No response.
You should do it in her voice. Do you know how she sounds like?
She texted her, "I'm here." But I can't do that voice. No way I'm gonna do that. "I'm here." No response.
She knocked. No response.
Pursing her lips, Kiara turned the knob and it opened easily. What the heck is this girl doing? Leaving her door unlocked. She sure is the Grim Reaper, but that's still dangerous.
Excuse me, Callie, are you awake? The pink-haired Reaper had a habit of working herself too hard and falling asleep at random times, often in random locations. Kiara wouldn't be surprised if she had fallen asleep on accident at her desk, but she wasn't in her office.
Kiara, came a muffled response, seeming to come from her personal quarters. Kiara passed through her office, the kitchen, and into Callie's bedroom. The door was ajar, giving the Phoenix a full view of something she'd never seen before, and never dreamed she would.
The normally composed and proper Reaper was splayed on her bed, an entirely empty bottle of wine on the floor, a newly opened bottle to her lips. Callie had removed some of her clothing, presumably due to the flush adorning her cheeks, as it laid piled on the floor next to the empty bottle.
Kiara didn't know where to look or what to say. She stammered something out, but she could only hear the blood rushing in her ears as a deep flush rose to her face.
Callie, what are you doing? You're practically naked.
Huh? Exclaimed the flushed Reaper. Why does it matter what I'm wearing? She took another swig of red wine. She had clearly been drinking for a while as her voice was slurred and hazy. Did you have lots of fun with Marine? Came her clearly bitter question to the stunned Phoenix.
Callie, you aren't really jealous, are you?
She backed away slightly as Callie rose from the bed.
Suddenly, Kiara's back hit the closed door. She hadn't closed it.
Callie's eyes had glowed for a moment as she used some ability to close the door without Kiara noticing. Those dangerous red eyes were focused intently on Kiara's sparkling aqua pools.
Soft, warm skin touched Kiara's. The Reaper's full chest grazed her own, and the Phoenix's hands were grabbed and lifted above her head. Kiara gasped, head spinning, skin ablaze with a deep flush. The cowardly, trembling Phoenix wanted to close her eyes, but she was entranced.
What are you doing, Callie? Kiara finally stuttered, already breathless.
Isn't this what you want? Callie slurred, eyes surprisingly focused, despite her drunken speech. Don't you want me to do stuff like this? Be this way?
Kiara's fluttering heart all of a sudden sank into a deep pit. Callie's expression was pain.
Easily wrestling free from the Reaper's grasp, Kiara took a hold of her bare shoulders. No, Callie! Callie, no! The Phoenix grasped the Reaper's chin gently, lifting her downcast gaze.
I swear to God, you have the best Callie impression. The best Kiara impression.
Oh god.
The Reaper looked up, eyes once again intense and focused directly onto Kyra.
Oh god.
Kyra.
Closing her fiery red eyes, a fierce blush still grazing her cheeks, she brought her lips abruptly to meet Kiara's. Just as abruptly before Kiara could react properly, they parted.
That's the stuff you want to do with me, right? Callie's voice was winded and strained as she looked away, unable to meet Kiara's gaze.
Kiara, however, was able to finally react. Gently grasping the Reaper's chin again, she brought the pink-haired tsundere's lips to hers a second time, more forcefully. Callie didn't pull away. Even as Kiara easily parted her lips with her tongue, the Phoenix still holding her chin in place. Their kiss grew feverish, and Callie let a soft, muffled moan escape. This only fueled Callie. What? Oh?
The timing couldn't be better.
Wow, what happened?
Dude, someone in the background, a female voice. Huzzah! Her entire body was on fire, craving Kiara's touch. The Phoenix was gently kissing her neck, then sucking on her pulse, biting her, enough to make the Reaper gasp. The next thing Callie knew, Kiara was straddling her as her back hit the soft purple comforter of her own bed.
The Reaper's soft lips closed on Kiara's peachy pink nipple.
The Phoenix let a shocked moan tumble from her lips as Callie's tongue coiled around her sensitive, now hard nipples. She could barely believe any of this was happening, and her mind was gradually going blank with pleasure.
God damn it. God fucking damn it, Kusatori!
Her words and tone did not match one bit. The pink-haired Reaper was utterly writhing under her touch despite her curses.
Shifting the Reaper's slit skirt on the side, Kiara took a long look at Callie's panties, black, lace, and utterly soaked.
This place is more honest? Kiara's tone was disgustingly filled with lust. She needed to know what Callie tasted like. She couldn't control herself when her darling was laid on the bed before her, like a gourmet dessert. Desert. Nice fucking reading.
Kiara kissed Callie's exposed inner thighs, working lower and lower until her hot breath brushed against the Reaper's sensitive, soaked entrance.
She felt Callie buck her hips, thighs tensing. God, no! Kiara, no, not there!
Dragging her tongue away from her lace-covered crotch, Kiara replied innocently, "Want me to stop?"
Looking at Callie's expression, the Phoenix smiled and licked her lips lewdly. The Reaper let out a barely audible soft "No," signaling for Kiara to continue.
Callie's underwear was so sheer, she could easily find the Reaper's clit beneath it. Her tongue stroked it gently, swirling around the sensitive knob while Callie squirmed and moaned against her. It was clear from the Reaper's increasing volume that she was close to climaxing already. Kiara picked up the pace, working Callie's clit with her tongue and stroking her covered entrance with 2 fingers.
Feeling her climax reach its peak, Callie twisted the blankets in her fists, arcing into her phoenix as she came. Kiara, no! Callie whined, sensing that Kiara wasn't done yet.
Kiara, yes! The phoenix said teasingly as she grasped Callie's slender thighs, and then started spreading her legs apart to expose the Reaper's flushed entrance.
As Kiara's tongue thrust and rubbed her insides, Callie cried her name again and again.
God damn it! Kiara! Kiara! Stop! I just came! God! Oh my god!
The Reaper's thighs locked around Kiara as she climaxed, having her face smushed between Callie's soft thighs was absolutely heaven. She wished she could stay that way forever. Kiara grinded her hips against Callie's thrusting fingers, her moans muffled in their kiss. As she also reached her climax, they broke their kiss, both gasping. Kiara fell limply onto the bed, breathing ragged. She looked up at Callie hazily. The Reaper was licking her dripping fingers while casting her soft red eyes over her, as if to say, "Serves you right." The moon barely peeked into the dark room, illuminating the pink-haired Deathbringer beautifully.
Seeing the Reaper in such gorgeous light, Kiara crawled over to her and dragged her into an embrace, both falling onto the bed with a soft thump.
I love you, Callie.
Kiara gushed softly, hazily. She sounded like she was already half asleep.
Callie was, however, more awake than ever. The past moments, an hour, maybe, replayed in her head, dreamily, as she was hugged close to Kiara's warm, soft body.
Was this okay? Did she do something wrong? Was their friendship over? Changed?
Callie's thoughts swirled and became dark and clouded, and she basically forced herself onto Kiara, and in a drunken state no less.
Kiara frowned as Callie hadn't even bothered to angrily deny her affection. Sensing the Reaper was in distress, the Phoenix got her attention by shifting and rolling so she was on top of her.
You're crushing me, came Callie's protest.
Kiara ignored her and sleepily kissed all over Callie's face, making exaggerated kissy sounds each time. With every silly, stupid kiss, the tension eased and they were both laughing again as Callie tried to pry the orange-headed Phoenix away, to no avail as always.
Sleepily, Kiara repeated, I love you, Callie.
With further mumblings of "my wife" and "we kissed" and other such nonsense, Callie realized she could relax. Like it or not, her annoyingly persistent Phoenix was still there. Kiara hugged her tight and sleepily said the words Callie most needed.
I'll always be there, Callie.
Okay. The end.
Oh my god, dude. This was a roller coaster, dude. How is this 2K? Dude, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for what I said earlier. This is a masterpiece. I have no words, 2K.